What's going on, Pisces? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an exceptional week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just wonderful, Pisces, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey because it's a general energy weekly spread. I was telling Gemini that I'm moving the mic in a different way because it's like I feel like it's picking up my sound a little bit better there, but it's messing up with my jam there, flow there, Pisces. Nature of my problem. But with this weekly spread, it's focused on the nature of your problems and any messages that and take what. Oh, see now, Pisces. Now I done got all off track there. This is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you. Leave all the word salad and shenanigans with me, and never force reading on a situation. Okay, that was painful, Pisces. But with all that being said, let's jump into it. It's all uphill here from here, Pisces, and your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely, articulate even. Just great energy around here, Pisces. Now I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Pisces, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below are some links for some other readers that I like watching their Pisces, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group, very fantastic energy that they bring. I think you like them. There's a link, so a couple links for some astrologers that I like watching as well. They're Pisces, so check them out. Some links for some apps. Just the description box is just loaded up there for you, Pisces, so definitely check that out. But check you out. Look, you getting ready to go on a journey here, Pisces, because you have the journey guide here, which is a card of travel and change in location. And Pisces, this could be the universe inviting you to get out there and just kind of see the world more, just on a more kind of general space there, because I feel like we're in a time now where it is more easily where we can, access different locations. Like, for example, I went to, if you're living in America, I had when I remember moving from Washington to, or excuse me, from Florida to Washington. I mean, I just drove across the U.S. and I mean, just to be able to see how different everything is as you go through each state, even is just kind of fascinating. So, even when you think about your ruler Jupiter, Jupiter rules over both you and Sagittarius, and sure, Sagittarius gets the energy as far as like being the great adventurers and things along those lines. You still get that Jupiter influence as well because Jupiter deals with that energy of like culture shocks, of broadening your perspectives there. And I feel like that only comes through, or not only, but one way that can come through there is by traveling, going somewhere you haven't been to before, maybe a different state, or maybe going to a new country, maybe going to a new continent, whatever that's looking like. But just something to kind of switch things up again, to feel inspired, to connect with the soul tribe in a really deep way, Pisces, because your ruler Neptune's been in your sign over this last decade or so. You've been in a very compassionate, empathic, really creative energy, with Neptune having been in your sign for as long as she has been. And this is a unique time for you, Pisces, to really kind of tap into those psychic gifts that you have to, because I feel like yours does get the soul tribe on a very psychic level, on a deeper, you take the bonds that Aquarius forms and deepens them, to where we're all, that oneness that comes with your energy. And I feel like it's just like how are you expressing that oneness in a state, learning the different ways that you can express, or the even like source expresses itself. It's very deep, Pisces. I love that. And then just on see, I told you, it's all uphill from here. And Pisces too, if you've been thinking about just maybe just up and moving, maybe you're, and it doesn't have to be anything super drastic, maybe you're thinking about, maybe moving from a city to the countryside or vice versa, or maybe there's just been just something inside of you, maybe you've been resisting this call to change, but there's a reason that the energies, your guides in a sense, are trying to get you to move locations. Maybe you live in the city, but there's too much stimulation around, it's clouding your intuition, you need to maybe move to a suburb or maybe even to the woods there, whatever that may be looking like there, Pisces. Or maybe you're being called to go to the city because you have a powerful message to spread. You are spiritual, you are spiritual leaders there, Pisces. So a little something to think about there, being open your mind up to new possibilities there. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Alright, Pisces. Thank you. Let's see what's going on with your energy. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting, Pisces. So you have the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands in reverse. And then you have the King of Swords and the Ten of Wands upright. And that's very interesting, Pisces, because with this Hermit, the first thing that, well, one, this is your opposite sign, Virgo here. But I feel like that for some, maybe we've been in this kind of introspective place for a long time. Maybe we've been in this kind of hermit mode, or maybe just been kind of isolated, And I feel like it's a time to kind of get out there, Pisces. For some, I don't know, it's like even like the Six of Wands here. It's like, when was the last time that we've been on an adventure? And I don't feel like just like necessarily like just like it could be for some this energy of maybe we just haven't gotten out in a while. But I feel like when was the last time that we had a real kind of meaningful adventure there, Pisces? One that I feel like had you thinking in a new type of way, one that got you kind of inspired in a sense there, to something that I feel like wanting you to kind of take on, and that's interesting, kind of take on more responsibilities in a sense, kind of push yourself in a different type of way there. Maybe we've been, and I am feeling something here with this energy too, Pisces, with the Six of Wands. There's this, the Six of Wands is this card, or can be this card of recognition, and I feel that for some we may not be getting the recognition that you deserve in a sense. And I feel like it's more so that it's like kind of putting yourself out there, Pisces. Maybe you have some great art that you've done, or maybe you have some things that you've built. Let's say maybe you are some sort of like graphic designer. Maybe you work in fashion, or something that I feel like it's calling upon you to get this sort of, because the Six of Wands can be a card of fame there, Pisces. And not to say that every Pisces, unless you want to, which I'm with, but that's saying that you have to put yourself out there like that. But I do feel like that this could be even like maybe making clothes for like your community, possibly. Maybe you're trying to do things like that, donating to like a local place. They're adding a little style to the community, or even just for like your friends and family here. But I feel it's like we haven't been pushed in a way, and there's something here. It's like going on some sort of travels, whether this be a physical travel, or maybe this might be a more kind of introspective. If you've maybe you have been traveling around a lot there, Pisces, been went on a sabbatical there, and maybe now it's time to journey within and get into this, to assimilate that wisdom that you, or the knowledge that you've had, and turn it into wisdom. And kind of take these, it's almost like for some, if this is more of an introspective thing, it's like there's this responsibilities that are needing to be faced, that that are needing to be shouldered, but they're not meant to be a burden. They're meant for you to understand them so that we can start releasing them, so we're not holding on to this stuff there anymore, Pisces. So very interesting there, Pisces. And you are in an energy with Saturn forming conjunctions with your Pisces placements. Saturn is one that asks you to kind of live up to your potential there. What do you want to succeed at? How do Saturn, one of the houses that they rule is the 10th house, which is like your career, how the public sees you, even like getting in this like change in location. There's this authority that comes with Saturn, and this could even be like really being the authority in the direction that your life is going there, Pisces. Very kind of like chariot energy even that's come through. I'm with this is a very, very cool start, Pisces. um let's get another oracle on this. Alright, Pisces, let's see what else we got here. Look at you, Pisces. So you have the Ascended Masters here. And with this card, this is a card of devoted spirits with specific intentions. And I like this, Pisces. Look at this hermit. That's look at her carrying this lantern here like the hermit. Your guides are trying to communicate with you there, Pisces. I feel like it's trying to get you to it's almost like this lantern here that's so fascinating that you got this hermit energy coming through here so strong. I feel that you are this kind of wise one there, Pisces, this ascended master in a sense, and you are here with that. We were talking about that oneness. How do you portray that oneness in a sense? And I feel like it's time to let your light shine. And if we don't know what that light is, to journey within and find that thing that really speaks to you, Pisces. Listen to where your guides, your ascended masters, your deities, higher self, God, is trying to lead you there. Find there's this like it's like even like a seeking your calling there to understand something. And then, I mean, Pisces, who knows, like you may go travel with this type of thing. You might do something where you do affect the world because you are connected with the world. And Pisces energy is that sort of larger than life type of energy. I mean, you have Neptune as one of your rulers. There's this big mama, the great dream. Sidebar. I think I've been given the planets nicknames, and for some, I feel like that might be where I call Neptune here in a little bit, because I call Jupiter Big Papa. But you got Neptune, that is that great dreamer that really can pull from the universal ocean. And then you have Jupiter, that's larger than life, that expansion. That I feel like fusing those two, Pisces, you are, I feel like, meant to shine and really meant to bring some sort of healing and understanding. So you are let me get some tarot on this and get some details. How interesting, Pisces. Eight of Cups there. Saturn in Pisces. Alright, let me see what's going on here, Pisces. Ha! We were talking about that. Very chariot energy of you there, yeah, Pisces. Pay attention to these signs we've got hermits popping out, chariots are afoot. Cut, Pisces. You have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, And then you have the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Chariot here. Where are we starting? Let's start with the Chariot since we're talking about that. Because, Pisces, I feel with this Chariot that wherever you choose to go, there's a lot of world in imagery here too with this Two of Wands there, Pisces. Wherever you want to go on your journey, I feel like it is, you're in a place now where I feel like be very intentional with where you're going. Because your ruler is still comfortably in her sign, but she is getting closer to getting ready to move into Aries, which is more kind of leadership. You'll feel that sort of that energy or that Aries type of flavor that kind of goes on there. It's very very interesting what you're about to go or how that shift is going to happen. But Aries is a very leadership type of energy. This is Aries' hottest card here. This is Mars in Aries, this Two of Wands, and I feel that there's this higher truth that's coming through here with the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy. And there's this sun. I want to say too, because this is a symbol of the sun that's in on the middle of this figure's forehead, and I feel like this learning about who you are, Pisces, and starting to integrate that into yourself, really kind of knowing who you are, but yeah, I'm gonna go with that because there was yeah. Let me just stick there, Pisces, because I feel like it's this understanding about this stuff, and there may be this sense of conflict that is coming through here, Pisces. But I feel like it's not this challenge that we might be facing here are some things that we may need to let go of. Some things that have been maybe getting in the way of your specific path here in a sense. And it's like we've been missing, because you see how this figure here's kind of focused on these three empty cups there. There's nothing for that's offering, or that he's not getting anything for where he's at right now, and the universe is trying to present this other option here. So I feel like it's like paying attention to these signs here, Pisces, where these energies are trying to lead you. See how, if where you take stock, of where you're at right now, and what areas do we want to improve? Where do we feel better? How is our world not complete? And then take action toward that, Pisces. Use that energy of this ease and conflict, and use it more constructively to start getting things moving towards the direction that you want to, the things that you want to manifest, and watch how your guides. And it might be too, Pisces, this energy, because I'm getting almost like one of your card in the tarot, the Moon card, where it can be a little disheartening journeying into the unknown there, and not sure where to go. But I feel this double hermit that's going on here. There is a light that's shining the way. It's just trusting that intuition, listening to that light, those guides that are trying to get you to where you need to be. So I'm with that, Pisces. I'm totally with that. You're being divinely guided right in front of my eyes, and it's fantastic. Now let's get your last oracle card here, Pisces. Oh, all right, Pisces. Thank you. All right, so you have the emotional desert here, Pisces, which is a card of inactivity and isolation. And Pisces, I feel that if what you've been doing in your life up until now, because this card is the 11th card here, which is the Justice card, is this cause and effect type of energy. If things have been feeling kind of stagnant, or if you've been feeling just like almost like kind of dried up in a sense, like it's just like I would feel like it would be the equivalent of like walking through a desert. It's just like we're looking for this oasis over here, but we can't seem to find it. So it's like everywhere. I feel like it's like there's these things that are sapping up all of this, of that universal ocean is sapping that up. Like the energies have, I'm not sure how to explain this. And I feel that there's a need to, or let me not say that, there's a better way to explain this. I feel it's like with this card, we've been looking for water in all in all of the wrong places here, Pisces. And there's a need to take a moment and be inactive and isolate yourself and sit with what you really want. Are we resonating with our highest good? Is this really where we've been trying to get to? And I even feel too, Pisces, let's say we have found this oasis. Now, it's just like, how do we expand that a little bit? How do we find more emotional fulfillment out of things? Because it's like, I feel that it's one thing if we're doing something and we're getting this little bit of joy out of this, because this emotional desert feels like there's this lack thereof something, even in this upright position. It feels like that we want to turn this whole desert into an oasis there. We want it to be a lot broader in a sense. But let me get some clarifiers on this, Pisces. Let me see if I can get some better words for this. Pisces, I even feel with this that maybe for some we need to take a moment and maybe just go on some sort of vacation for a little while. Maybe we've given too much of ourselves. Maybe this is to work. Maybe this is to the community, to our family, to our friends. And there's just a need to just kind of, just find this little oasis for yourself. I know we may have a bunch of responsibilities and things like that, but yours is an energy that needs that time alone to recharge your batteries, to find yourself in this ocean of energies. You are very sensitive signs, very sensitive to the environment and of those around you. So you need to, it's similar to Cancer in a sense. Like I tell Cancer that we have a time when the moon goes void, of course, and that's a great energy for meditation and doing any sort of work like that. Just finding yourself again, because we're a very sensitive sign too. My sun sign's in Cancer, and it can affect your manifestation in a sense. If we're pulling from an emotional desert that's just dry, we're not pulling from anything. We need to tap into those waters and you just kind of cleanse the energies and find yourself. Absolutely. Get your foundation back a little bit more. Very interesting, Pisces. Thank you. Alright, last little bit here. But we got that Three of Swords there. So you have the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Tower upright, and then you have the Magician, Mercury, and this is Mars here, and the Nine of Cups in reverse here. And let's switch back over, Pisces, because with this energy, I do feel that there's something here that I feel like it's like, because when I do a pre-shuffle before each reading, and and you see me shuffle the cards here, and you get the Three of Swords popped out during your pre-shuffle. You just kind of do, and the Three of Swords can be this card of depression, something where our heart's hurting, where we're feeling, when we're in our emotions in a sense, something, a real kind of raw spot. And I feel that there's something here, Pisces, where we may be in an energy of where we're kind of disappointed with where things are at, or we may be feeling even like emotionally trapped somewhere possibly, or just this, we have all these feelings but we can't express them maybe in the place that we're at. And it's just like, it's interesting here, because this Nine of Cups can be, this is one of your cards, this is Jupiter in Pisces, and this can be like your a wish card fulfillment, but it's like this the magician here is like what we've it's like what we've manifested is not what we've wished. And even this Eight of Wands can be like this card of channel or like traveling, and it's like the Tower here is giving this sort of like this, it's like it's like a shock to the crown chakra in a sense of like, oh my gosh, things need to change, this is not working for me, you know. But when it's usually like when it's in the upright, this is like the universe kind of putting some things in our way there, Pisces. You know, these uncomfortable feelings, these disappointments, these, you know, these defeats in a sense. And it's not to get us to keep us down. It's just like to, okay, staying in this energy gets me these results. How do I shift this dynamic, Eight of Wands, into a different direction there? How do I change the location of this energy? I hope that this is making sense. But I do feel like in order to get the things that we wish there, Pisces, we need to start changing our vibration and be in the energy that we want to manifest, you know. And or at least that definitely, you know, helps. So if you can't be where you want to be right now, it's like, how can we create that sort of peace? How can we create that sort of oasis in this desert while we're working on getting to where we need to be there, Pisces? You know, a little safe space for you to just kind of reconnect with yourself and kind of fill your it's almost like an Ace of Cups, like kind of fill your well up in a sense there, Pisces. And I feel too, one last thing with the Magician being Mercury energy, try not to overthink this thing, Pisces, because sometimes when we get in that energy, we start to force things with the Tower. You know, we can get in that reactive energy, and I feel like this inactivity is just like, if you've done everything that you can, now is the time to just kind of pause for a second, and what else can we do to fill in that space while we're waiting on while we're waiting on kind of like higher forces to get all the pieces together and line this up for you there, Pisces. So very interesting reading there. I hope that made that the last little part made sense there, Pisces. But if anything resonated with you, if you like that, Pisces, give it a thumbs up. And are we gonna do it? Oh, there it is. And share this, Pisces, if you know someone who's been maybe in need of just a little travel, or need a change in location, or maybe they need to travel within their, Pisces. You know, listen to those spirit guides, be inactive for a little bit, go void, of course, like I was talking about there. But you know, Pisces, just even thinking about that, if you've been feeling like things haven't been moving, you know, your ruler is about to, Jupiter is about to get out of, he's about to go direct here. In a couple more days there, so that's exciting, on the 30th of December. So that's exciting. So definitely get pumped up for that. I feel like the energies will definitely start moving a little more, little bit more there, Pisces. And then subscribe there, you hermit. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. That's so wild with that hermit. And then last little bit there, Pisces, if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Cherry Den, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. Oh, so I can get you out of here. So, you got Capricorn here. This is like, boom. You got Capricorn here, the devil, Pisces. And you know, with that devil, leave it a Capricorn. I feel those are the things that might get in the way there, Pisces. Those maybe, because that inactivity could be something that, it could be like a devil situation where something might be kind of slowing you down, in the sense of been keeping you from getting into that sort of meditative, reflective type of space that's been keeping you separate from source, that we've been, you know, because Pisces energy is one that can deal with escapism, just because, you know, your one of your rulers is Neptune, and it can deal with that sort of fogginess that escapes drugs, addictions. This is just a part of the you know, nature of the beast. But I feel that I feel like these if you find yourself in this constant state of temptation, Pisces, I feel that it's like, how can we find a healthy way to remove ourselves from that? Maybe change in location, maybe even energetically. Just like how do we change in that location to? Because this doesn't have to be just like a drug. Maybe there's a certain environment or group that we happen to be in, just something where it's just messing with your vibration in a sense, and it's just like, how do we change that up so that we can get back on track there. And that's interesting too, that you got Capricorn and you got Cancer, because we just had that full moon in Cancer not too long ago, a couple of days ago. And that was a very, that was a very psychic's place for the moon to be, considering that she's at home in her fullest there, Pisces. So it was a great time to get eyes on these types of energies. So, pay attention to that. If there's anything you notice that's getting in the way of you changing locations, and to not beat yourself up there. I feel like with the Five of Cups, if you happen to get into this state of relapse, or that something has maybe taken up as much time. No, everything happens in divine timing. We do the things, and the devil is that hard work too, that it takes to. It's not just the devil isn't just there to keep you down. It's there to, keep remind us to persevere, and when we're out of balance, and it's to make sure that we stay in balance here too, with the Temperance card, that we're living to our highest vibration in a sense, and not lose, how I was talking about with that sun in the center of it, said lose who we are. So, but let me get your other oracle card here, Pisces, so I can get you out of here. All right, Pisces. Oh, look at you. You got the Eagle card here, Pisces, which is Hermit energy, the ninth card here. So look at all these connections here. The ninth card is the Hermit. You got this Hermit figure that's here. This Eagle, which is a card of spirit, integrity, and connection to the angelic realm there, Pisces. And so, listen here, you hermit, you wise sage, you ascended master. You are being summoned by spirit. And it is time to connect with the realms and utilize, especially with Saturn moving through your Pisces placements now. You've been getting this dose of Neptune and Pisces over this last decade, really connecting the source, understanding your on a deep type of level there, Pisces. And now I feel like it is time for you to take that again, to communicate the divine, to be that conduit for spirit. It's very hermit energy, and you know Saturn is asking you to utilize those intuitive gifts in a more practical way, in a more way that helps others, in a more disciplined type of way there, Pisces. So, and this doesn't mean you have to go off to a mountain and become a monk and I mean, unless that's what you want to do, Pisces. But I do feel like that it is. I do feel like there is a higher calling that is being spread. There are messages, and pay attention to things that, like, I feel like that, like how this emotional desert, I feel like just like how we've been going about things may not be enough, and it might just, and not just like that, it's not like the universe isn't saying that that's enough. It may not be enough for you, Pisces. You may be physically, spiritually, emotionally like, I need more. Like, this is I needed, just something deeper, something more profound, Pisces. So, and use those skills, I feel like, with integrity, to be mindful of these great gifts that you do have, Pisces. And that Pisces, as a sun sign, or as a placement, even kind of when you get into like 12th house type of stuff. I have a couple things in the 12th. I know some people have, like, I know a couple people have like their moon in Pisces. We're still working on that, but the other one, I mean, just hella intuitive. I mean, it's my mom, super intuitive, but yeah, it's a very powerful energy there, Pisces. So, and I just met actually another person who has a Pisces rising. I know like 3 people with Pisces rising. That's really cool too. So, but yeah, Pisces, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So, a little something to ponder, to ruminate with, to discuss with your guides. So get on that, Pisces. But you stay safe out there, connected with Source on your travels, your changing locations. You know, maybe you're going to a little, maybe you're going on a trip to taking a trek to the desert. There, Pisces. Who knows what that's looking like? But I guess safe travels, and wherever you're going and wherever you're at, raise your vibration to the heavens, Pisces, to the heavens and back. You know, listen to Source. You know, you are powerful intuitives, Pisces, and never forget that. And I will, or even better, always remember that. Let's be mindful with our words there, Pisces. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.